Once upon a time in the sunny town of Muddy Puddles lived a happy little pig named Peppa. Now, Peppa was known for her love of jumping in muddy puddles, playing with her friends and family. But one particularly warm and sunny morning, Peppa decided she wanted to try something new. She skipped into the house where her mom and dad were having breakfast. "Mommy Pig, Daddy Pig, I want to make a lemonade stand today," she exclaimed. Her mom, Mommy Pig, smiled at the idea. "That's a wonderful idea, Peppa. It will be fun and refreshing on a hot day," she said, winking at Daddy Pig, who also nodded in agreement. "And you'll learn how to share and maybe even earn a few coins," he added with a wink towards Peppa. And so, the little piggy got to work. She went to the kitchen and asked her mom to help her with the lemons. While her dear old dad watched, Peppa and her little brother George washed the lemons. George wanted to help, so he started squeezing them with all his might. "Squeezy, squeezy," he giggled, much to the amusement of Peppa and her parents. As the lemon juice splashed everywhere, Mummy Pig patiently showed George how to squeeze the lemons properly. After collecting the sweet lemon juice, Peppa and her family added sugar and water to make the most delicious lemonade. And after lots and lots of stirring, the lemonade was finally ready. "Delicious," said Peppa, taking a small taste. Then she took the jug outside to her little table where she had already placed some cups. She even made a sign that read, "Peppa's Lemonade, 1 coin a cup." Just then, her best friend, Rebecca Rabbit, hopped by. "1 lemonade, please," she said, taking a seat. "Here you go, Rebecca," said Peppa proudly. Rebecca took a sip and her eyes sparkled. "Yummy! So sweet and fresh." Soon, all of Peppa's friends arrived. Danny Dog, Susie Sheep, Pedro Pony, and even Mr. Dinosaur came to enjoy the tasty treat. Everyone loved Peppa's lemonade. George stood beside the table pretending to be the cashier. "Dinosaur says, 1 coin," he giggled, holding up a picture of a coin. But after a while, Peppa noticed that they were almost out of lemonade. "Oh no! What if we don't have enough for everyone?" she asked worriedly. Mummy Pig put a comforting hand on Peppa's shoulder and whispered, "Why not make more together? We can ask your friends to help too." That was a great idea. So Peppa invited all her friends to make more lemonade. Rebecca helped by squeezing lemons. Susie stirred the mixture while Danny added just the right amount of sugar. Soon they had made the biggest jug of lemonade they had ever made before. And it was so good. All of Peppa's friends loved it and thanked her for the sweet treat. By the end of the day, Peppa's Lemonade Stand was a huge success. Everyone enjoyed the drink, and Peppa had a little jar filled with many shiny coins. "I'm rich," she cheered. Her dad chuckled and asked, "What will you do with all that money, Peppa?" Peppa thought about it for a moment. "I'll buy more lemons and share lemonade with everyone again tomorrow," she replied with a big smile. Everyone clapped and cheered for the kind little pig. The next day, Peppa set up her lemonade stand once again. This time, she even had some coins to give as change. All of her friends came back because they couldn't wait to get another cup of Peppa's delicious lemonade. Peppa and her family were very happy. They loved spending time together and making others happy. And that is the story of how Peppa Pig and her family had a very sweet day selling lemonade. The end.